How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we are taking on the new Super Dragon Ball Heroes nuking of style event versus the Great Saiyaman 3. This is an interesting little stage because while it is a nuking style event, we can't really use any nuking characters, right? So we're going to do our best to try to go through each of the types here and show you guys some various teams you can use to clear the different types. So you only need to really get one clear with 77 million damage or more. For the 99 million damage, right, that, I mean, if you can get it, great, but it's not necessary. And you only need to do it for one of the types. So for the rest of them, you just have to beat the stage and you will get it. So that's kind of nice. That will be helpful for us. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's grab this. Let's grab this. So we have two possibilities here I think can work for us. Either the God Trunks in the AGL phase. So basically the way it works is you have to use the effective categories to deal damage, and those effective categories right now are time travelers. So you want effective category and type advantage. If you utilize those two things, you should be able to deal the damage necessary. Look at that. Oh, we were just shy of it. Like if we were actually linked with somebody supportive, like a better link, he doesn't have good links, we would have been over the 77 million on that one. So the God Trunks can do it. How about this guy here? So the other option is the new Vegeta. I feel like since supported, he might be able to pull it off here. So we were just shy with the Trunks. If Trunks had a better partner on the rotation there, or even the Pan and the Vegeta there would have made a good rotation for him, we likely could have been able to do it. Vegito just goes ahead and does it on his own. Wow, and he's not even type effective there. So for the STR one, Vegito is your key. Oh yeah, okay, so Vegeta can't do it. So God Trunks, if you're going the Dragon Ball Heroes routes, is definitely the way to go. Alright, so let's see here. Okay, so Vegito's active skill is the key there, right? If you can get Vegito's active skill, that counts. Okay, so there's your cheat code to get 77 million on any stage you clear, but looks like God Trunks can do it. If we had a better supporting rotation, he definitely could have pulled it off there. Yeah, so it does really look like they want you to use Dragon Ball Heroes for this one. Looks there aren't many tech units that you can use on this one except for God Trunks. Let's see, can we actually pull? No, we didn't get it this one. Yeah, so he needs that double supported rotation in order to pull it off. So I think like the Pan and Vegeta would have worked for him, but having the setup we had obviously didn't work, but we did manage to get the clear there. Vegito's active skill manages to do it, so I'm gonna go ahead and say if you pull Vegito, or if you can want a Vegito friend, that's probably the way to go. Because look, we probably would have hit 9999 there if we had actually linked the crossover Vegito there with him. So we're going to come back. We're going to do another stage. We'll show you another team not using Dragon Ball Heroes that you guys can try out. So again, for the request from the Charismatic Hero from Super Dragon Ball Heroes, you have to go through the various stages or round one using time travelers. So we just cleared the AGL. We're going to come back. We're going to do the Int one next. So stay tuned. Alright, so for the Int stage, we're going to be using a Future Saga Time Travelers team, utilizing the Fizz LR Trunks. So we're going to stick him in slot 2, where he'll get his attack buff. We've got him linked with the Vegeta and Trunks, who is one of his best partners, and the we brought the STR Trunks for some 40% support. There's also we also brought the Mai, the Int Mai, who can give him support as well. So, right, just however the rotations end up working out, that'll be what works for you. Alright, but I'm pretty sure if we crit here, or even without the crit, so 90 million. So if you say you didn't summon for Dragon Ball Heroes, you could absolutely run this guy if you managed to pull him. Heck, you didn't even need to pull him, right? If you could run him as a friend in another Time Traveler's lead, or like if you have the Vegeta and Trunks lead, that'll definitely be the way to go here. There we go. Alright, so same thing we did a minute ago. Let's do that. And then we'll even have Bulma's support on this one. Alright, and this is a friend, right? So this is a rainbow friend. So as long as you can get him a good link partner and get him some support, look, even without the crit, we'd manage to pull out the max damage. So pretty, I mean, pretty easy to do there. Alright, let's grab that. Let's grab that. And let's grab that with the Mai. So we'll go ahead and wrap up this round, and we'll move on to the next one. Like I said, I'm going to show you a bunch of different teams you can do here. If you're stuck on one, there's always the Dragon Ball Heroes route, and you can just go with the turn 3 Vegito and get your max damage on the active skill. Alright, excellent. And Trunks is going to go ahead and give us one more. Alrighty. Okay, so on to the next stage. For the next one, we are going to run the tech stage. Alrighty, so there's the team if you didn't see it already. So again, utilizing the Fizz Trunks. The main strategy there is getting Trunks together with a good link partner and some support. So, alright, we'll be right back for the tech stage. Alright, we are back in the tech stage, so we are running another Time Travelers variant team, this time the extreme side of things, but this allows us to run the Int Goku Black. He is a very high damage character, which should be able to handle this, so really what it's going to be about, we actually couldn't have hoped for a better spot for him coming in slot 7 here, because now all we have time to manage our orbs for him. Against the AGL phase, I really don't think like the Tech Zamasu here could be good if the Great Saiyaman actually dealt damage, but because he deals no damage, the Zamasu he's nothing more than a leader here. He's not that helpful. All right. Okay, there we go. Well, okay, there he goes into 60 million. That's close. All right. So the main reason he's here, obviously this guy's not going to be dealing damage right now. He's just a decent, depending on how the rotation set's set up, he could have been a link partner for the Rose, and of course that's what happens. Okay, but, let's see here. I think we can still get the key we need here. No, of course not. Alright, but There we go. Actually, Bulma's support actually ended up helping us out there in the end, giving us the extra key we need. Okay, perfect. Alright, so with that, we should be able to deal the damage here with him. There we go. Max damage with Goku Black. So this is another way to pull it off in order to get the max damage if you needed to. Obviously, you don't need the Bulma. It just kind of helped us out because we had a really bad setup there. If you get a bad setup like that, you could always just reset it with the RNG, right? So one more time, let's take a look at the team here. Alright, where is it? There it is. Okay, so again, the focus of this team is to set up Int Rose LR's set up him so he can get at least his 21 key and get his max damage out there. With that, he should be able to hit the 9 million. Even at a low dupe level, he'll come pretty close. He will definitely break the 77 million, that's for sure, though. Alright, so we'll come back at the next stage. Alright, so we are back in the STR stage with the easy answer, right? The AGL Vegito. Notice we have him turn 3 here. We have him, or turn 1 here, rather. So any one of the turns he shows up here, if we don't get him on the... If we don't get him on the super attack here, we will definitely get him by the active skill. But look at that. She's okay. Yeah, so AGL Vegito is the key here. You can literally run any hero setup and just get him to attack once, and you've got it here. Wow, okay, with the crit, even the Fizz Vegito comes close. So yeah, I mean, realistically, the game wants you to use Dragon Ball heroes. So if you've got them, they make it very easy for certain stages. Jeez, okay. Alright, I think we've seen enough. We don't need to back out more, so we'll just show off the team here real quick. Alright, so we just had a bunch of support options here. We got the Pan for support. We brought the Tech, Supreme Kai of Time, and the Poutine. All of these guys provide support, along with this guy here. For the STR one, AGL Vegito is your key. Even if you don't have him, right, you could run this guy as lead or any other of the Dragon Ball Heroes leads, right? If you've got these guys, you can run them. Whatever the case may be, and that will pretty much allow Vegito to do what he needs to do. If you don't get him turn 1, you'll definitely get it by turn 3 when you can activate his active skill. So we'll come right back. We will take on the final stage. All right, we are back in the Fizz round for the final test with the final team setup we have. Again, mostly using Future Saga. This is pretty much the only two choices you have for good Time Travelers units, right? Dragon Ball Heroes or Future Saga. So we got a setup here that I think could also work, right? We got two different rotation setups I want to try here for the STR setup. So one is using this EZA Trunks. I think he can work really well here, but let's see. I do think he's a good option, but we'll have to see. But the issue is turn 1. I don't know. Yeah, okay, especially without that crit. Okay, so maybe not the STR Trunks. Maybe not such a good idea, because even supported, he failed to meet. And even with these guys giving him 70% attack support, that's kind of rough. But maybe turn 2, he'll look a little bit better. Okay, so let's grab that. Let's grab that. Alright, so the other possibility I'm seeing here is maybe the Trunks and Mai, but again, you need to make sure you get Mai supporting them, or somebody supporting them on the turn. But let's see, can this rotation pull it off? Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, so there we go. We have our win condition with Trunks and Mai. So if you can get a setup with Trunks and Mai supported, they would be a good option for this. Or I guess Fizz Trunks too. Okay. So yeah, I mean, looks like he's the key. So like Fizz Trunks or AGL Vegito seem to be the key no matter what event they are in. Because he's going to go ahead and hit max damage. Alright, so here's the test, right? So it's turn 2. He's had a second turn of build. So can he actually pull it off here? I don't think so. Not unless we crit. Maybe. No. Okay, yeah. Not without the crit. So, unfortunately, STR Trunks was not that helpful here, but Trunks and Mai seem to be the go-to for the STR phase. So, not bad, honestly. And Trunks still goes ahead and does it on this rotation, too. Okay, so, yeah, like I said, AGL, Limit Breaker, Vegito, and Fizz Trunks seem to be the characters that you want to use for this. And you won't even need them as your own. As long as you can provide a 200% lead for the other side, whether using AGL Vegito or the Fizz Trunks, they will take care. I would say probably at least type neutral. If they are type disadvantage, you may struggle, so you may want to search for somebody else. So look at some of the other strategies we ran here and see what works for you. So guys, that is our video. That is how to complete each stage of the Charismatic Hero from Super Dragon Ball Heroes. We have completed all typings with various teams utilizing the AGL Vegito or the Fizz Trunks. Both characters, like I keep saying, are the key to this. Even that Trunks and Mai kind of came out of nowhere and surprised them. Honestly, I wasn't expecting them to hit max damage. I was expecting maybe barely the 77, but hey, they pulled it out there, so good for them. So, guys, that is the video. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let me know, what were the setups you use to clear this event, and what teams did you come up with? What was your best team that got you the max damage output and got you the missions? Was it one of the teams we used here, or did you make your own? Let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.